I was the first. I know nothing about technology. I know nothing about management. I know nothing about, but the only thing is that you don't have to know a lot of things. You have to find the people who are smarter than you are. For so many years, I always try to find the people smarter than I am. And when you find so many smart people, my job is to make sure the smart people can work it together. And then if smart people can work it together, it's easier. The vision they'll believe. Because if stupid people can work it together easily, smart people can never work together. When you are 20 to 30 years old, you should follow a good boss, join a good company to learn how to do things properly. When you're 30 to 40 years old, if you want to do something yourself, just do it. You still can't afford to lose, to fail. But when you're 40 to 50 years old, my suggestion is that you should do things that you are good at, right? And not do things that, oh, that's very interesting, I want to try something new. It's a bit dangerous more. When you're 50 to 60 years old, spending time training and developing young people, the next generation. When you're over 60 years old, better stay with your grandchildren. I did not have a rich father. Tried 3 times for university, all failed. I applied for Harvard for 10 times, all failed. They don't even want to see me. For the last time, I went to the teachers' college, which was considered the 3rd or 4th class of my city. So I applied jobs for 30 times, got rejected. It was so difficult at that time. I was so frustrated because I taught in the university. My pay was $10 a month. Because I could not find a good job in 1994, discussed that I'm going to do something called internet. And 23 of them against it. They said, this is a stupid idea. We have never heard about internet. And you know nothing about computer. And I never thought I was smart. Nobody believed that I could be successful. Because everybody said, well, this guy think differently, think crazily. You know, they think about something never work. I tried to borrow $3,000 from the banks. Took me 3 months, but I still cannot get it. We talked to over 30 or 40 venture capitalists. Everybody said, no, forget it. A lot of people said Alibaba is a terrible model. As I said, I believe it. I think this thing could be big. I never thought it would be that big like today. But I believe that something is waiting for me there. And I have to work hard to prove myself. That was the tough experience. So we gathered $50,000 from 18 founders. We started. For the first 3 years, we did not have even $1 revenue from our business. It was not easy. Why it keeps us going ahead, going forward? Because I received lots of email of thanks from the customer. They say, this is such a great thing. We cannot pay you, but this thing helped us. If you keep on helping us, one day you will be successful. And I believe this. Little by little, we build up our business. Little by little, we build up our ecosystem of the infrastructure. And now, after 16 years, we have an Alibaba group, we have a Tmall group, we have a Taobao group, we have Alipay. And people said, you are so smart. How could you make a company like that? Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Jack Welch, Larry Page, Mark Zuckerberg. The difference between those people and other people, they are always optimistic for the future. They never complain. They always try to solve the problems of the others. When you're optimistic, it's always opportunity. People same here today. Jeff, where's the opportunity? I don't have a job. I don't have this. I don't have that. We are at the best time of this century. The best assets you have is that you are young. Don't complain. Let the other people complain. The opportunity always lies where people complain. Think about how you can make things different. Is there anything I can do that make the difference? And then when you think about this, start to do it. I saw a lot of people, young people, have fantastic ideas every evening. But in the morning, they go to the office same again. Being an entrepreneur, you have to do the things before the other people do. You have to wake up before the other people wake up. You have to be more brave than the others. Use instinct. Everything you do is to the need of the customer. To everybody, to any person, tomorrow is new. Make the move, make the action. Whether investors believe in this or not, whether your friends believe it or not, whether your parents believe it or not, that's not important. You believe it, your team believe it, and work day and night on this. That's how the things happens. Make enough mistakes. You fall, you stand up. Any mistake is an income, is a wonderful revenue. Don't worry about the money. Money follow the people. People should follow the dreams. If you have a dream, just to go ahead. I think nobody can conquer the world. We only can serve the world. Either work for the others or work for yourself. And I choose the way, work for myself. Working for myself, that means working for the society. If you really want to work for yourself, think about the others. Because only when the other people are successful, when the other people are happy, you will be successful, you will be happy. I was so bad at schooling. I failed again in my university and high school test. I tried 3 years for entering university. And then finally I got into the poorest university in my city, which today I believe that is the best university in the world. Hangzhou Teachers College. So I never thought I would be a teacher. I hate to be a teacher. In China, a boy to be a teacher, people look down upon you at that time. So for 4 years, every day I thought about is that what should I do if I graduate? I should not be a teacher, because when you're at teachers college, when you graduate, you have to be a teacher because the government paid the money. So when I graduated, I was assigned to teach in a university because our university was supposed to train middle school teachers. 500 graduate students, 500 students graduate. Only one of them can be assigned to the university. 499 went to the go to the middle school. So I was the only one chosen to teach in the university. My president, he saw me at the gate and he said, "Jack, I know you will leave, but promise me in 5 years, teach in that university. Don't leave, just stay there." So I said, "Okay, President, I promise." When I joined that university, I did not know my pay was so bad. Less than $10 a month. And because I graduated from a very poor university, the other teachers, they all from Tsinghua, Beida, so I was looked down upon. But I promised for 5 years. So for 5 years, I've been teaching. I worked hard, and then I was elected by students the best teacher of the university. And then I said, okay, 5 years, I kept my promise. Number 6 year, I started to love to be a teacher. And then I thought, everything I taught my students are the things I learned from books. I should leave the school, spend 10, 15 years, get all the experience, and then go back to teach. Then I could be a good teacher. That was thinking. Then I went to the United States. Yeah, so then I went to the United States. I found the internet. I just wanted to find a job at that time. I'm looking for a lot of jobs, all filled. People don't want me. They say, I know, even looking for a job in a hotel, they say, "Hey, you're not good looking enough." So I discovered the internet in Seattle, 1994 in December. I searched the word beer. I was so scared of the computer. And my friend said, just search whatever you want to search. At that time, there's called Lycos. The earliest Mosaic, the browser, very early days. They say you search anything. So I first word search beer. There's no beer information on the internet from China. There's a Japanese beer, German beer, US beer. And then I search China. Say there's no data about China. So I thought about, if I can put some Chinese information on the web, when people find out, that might be a good opportunity. So I did not know internet would be that big. I just looking for a job. That was the original thinking. I want to leave the school, build up something. And when I found the internet, I think if I can put Chinese company information on the internet, let the other people to do it, this might be a good future. So with that, I have a great vision for the future. At the beginning, just looking for a job, and I don't want to be a teacher.